over me. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I can feel your love all over me. Give me plenty all over me. I feel really high. Oh no no no. That's just a video. Baby, you don't stand me, I get the chills. And I get the shots. I go cook you nice pepper soup. Yeah. We go to our shots. I will go to dance together. Give me the color to my back. Trust me, I'll rock you body. You go want me more like I got. You be like, hey, I like to do shocky my body. You be like, say, baby, I like to do shocky my body. Like me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I can feel it all over me. Give me crazy all over me. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I can feel it all over me. Give me crazy all over me. I feel really high and beautiful. I feel really high and beautiful. My baby loves my food. I feel really high and beautiful. Yeah, make me dance to this super. My baby loves to give it super. Everybody loves to give it super. All your love to give it super. I said make me dance to give it super. I said it right up, give it sweeter. You tell me instead of it, I like you. I said the love you give it super. EJ, loving. I love the sweet thing, that's your love. This your love now, this your love my tender. Look for a sweet love on it, I'm in the Tracy, I can't just see her. From my life back to America. My love for you, baby, don't go scatter. You don't go scatter, you don't go scatter. You don't go scatter, you don't make a give me sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I can feel your love all over me. Give me crazy all over me. Let me feel your sexy touch all over me. Give me nicely all over me. I can feel your love all over me. Give me crazy all over me. I feel really high and beautiful. I feel really high and beautiful. My baby loves my food. I feel really high and beautiful. Yeah, make me dance to give it super. My baby loves to give it super. Everybody loves to give it super. All I love to give it super. It's just a video. That's it, Money more fast, money more standard, money more advanced, money more class. I want money more rise, I want money more shabby, I want money more tatty. See, they never know me, why so full of jealousy? Oh, I never know, say I am the sweetest thing in the world. They never know, say I am the sweetest thing in the world. No, just be like a pressure. Let me give the pressure. You will love me. You will love me. Do me like you wanna. Rock me like you wanna. You will love me. You will love me. Na 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 na. Na na na. I'm the champion. Want to tell me more? I'm the lucky girl. I'm a champion. One thing tell me for. Yeah, I need it. Yeah, I need it. One more tell me for. One thing tell me for. One thing tell me for. What you tell me for? What you tell me for? Let me love pressure. Let me give the pressure. You will love me. You will love me. Do me like you wanna. Rock me like you wanna. You will love me. You will love me. I'm a lucky girl. I'm a champion. Want to tell me more? Yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it. I'm a lucky girl. I'm a champion. Want to tell me more? Yeah, I want it. Yeah, I want it.
This is Black Fire Radio, media for the 21st century.
Yes, hi. This is the Black of Fire Radio Media for the 21st century. Another Wednesday, another week. Still, we are on the on the fifth day, or rather the 5th of August, and of course, the month is super still young. I hope you are doing great this wonderful Thursday. And it being on a Thursday, do remember that we are all about TBTs, throwing back all the way back. You don't know what you might be thinking about or what you are remembering. Personally, today I might be celebrating my journey of life because it's been a long one. And I do, when you get to check the factors of your growth and how you've really grown and everything that you've really gone through, you get to appreciate the universe and you just say thank you to God. And you just, you say to yourself, just the way Josephine is telling, I'm a champion and I've really conquered a lot. But it's not all by yourself. It's because, I do believe each and everything that we do pass through, or rather the challenges we pass through, it's not just to, shut you down, but to make you stronger. Nonetheless, Karibuni Sana, I hope you are doing great. It's 58 minutes past 11 a.m. here in Nairobi, and the sun is out today. I can say I'm celebrating the sun today as well, because I'm not the kind of the rainy season type of person, the cold season type of person, all the calm season type of person. No, I love the sun, like super, super, just basking in the sun and enjoying the moment. Nonetheless, Karibuni Sana, this is the Pan-African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. Please do remember we are live and interactive on our YouTube. And if you've not subscribed, please do remember to subscribe. And in case you are also new, you can remember to interact with us on our social media handles. We are live and interactive on our social media handles, on Facebook at the Black Out Fire Network radio station, on Twitter at the Black Out Fire Network, using the hashtag Pan-African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Black Out Fire Network. Tell us where you're streaming in from, where you're listening to us from. How is your week coming along so far? Because we are almost saying hi to the weekend, the first weekend of July and of August. Sorry, I don't know. I'm still in August, but yeah, the first weekend of August, and we're almost saying hi to that. Nonetheless, we can also slide in the DM on our Instagram. That is the Black of Fire Network, as you get to interact with us, telling us how is your week, and of course, how is your Thursday, and what are you trying to remember today? Because it being on a Thursday, we use the hashtag TBT. You get to remember the pictures maybe you took way back when you were young, or maybe just checking and flipping on your album, the pictures that maybe your parents took of you when you were young, or maybe remembering some games that you did get to play, when you were young as well. You can also call us in, SMS us or WhatsApp us at the +254 as we get to enjoy this amazing vibe. I did get to play you Ikebe Super by the one and only Josephine and Bad. That is the latest jam so far. You can get hold of her on YouTube as well, and get to enjoy any of her music. She has an amazing flow, amazing vocals, and I do keep on saying she has the same voice as Tiwa Savage. I don't know what about you, but as for me, maybe you can just tell me as we get to see what it is all about, TBT today. What are you throwing back, or what are you trying to remember today? As for me, as I said, I'm just celebrating the journey of life and how far I've come so far. So please do remember to interact with us as you tell us how is the week coming along and what are you trying to remember today. It's been on a Thursday. You can also get hold of us on our website. We are at www.blackofirenetwork.com. Once you log on to the website, you can be able also to create your own profile and join the Black Fire family, because I do believe soon we'll be live streaming as well there. We also have an amazing chat room there where you can get to interact with different people from different parts of the world, be it in Ghana, Nigeria, UK, Jamaica, New York, anywhere, Florida. I do believe we have a big large a big large number of the Black Fire family. You can also once you log in onto the website, we have amazing content, amazing content, because here on the Black Fire network and as well on the Pan African Bliss, we get to talk about matters concerning Africans and getting to unite. It's all about unity and coming together as Africans, because we've seen for so long, Africans have not been united. But we not only talk about the demerits, we don't talk only talk about the negativities, that are affecting Africa. We're all about the positive side, and I hope that as you get to enjoy that content, you can also be able to share with your friends, like and comment, and you can also donate to us through the PayPal account at the mrblackfirenetwork.com, and also through our website at www.blackfirenetwork.com. It could be $5, $10. I do say according to how heavy your wallet is. Yeah, don't overdo. Just do according to how your wallet is. You can also download the app on the Google Play Store and enjoy these amazing vibes. And in case you are new here on the Pan African Bliss, in case you're just joining us for today, I love starting my day with a motivational quote. I don't know about you, but personally, I do keep on saying when I wake up, rather before I sleep, I love telling myself something positive. Be it how bad my day was, be it how positive it was, I still love to motivate myself, because I might be seated there waiting for someone to motivate me, but no, it starts with you yourself. Just like the same way we say, happiness starts with you. You can't wait, or rather sit down waiting that in terms, let me just speak it in terms of love. You're just waiting for someone to come and cheer your heart up. No, cheer yourself first, because I do believe the moment you're making yourself happy, or rather you're loving yourself even more, you're going to be able to share the love even to another person, or even to your loved ones, or someone whom you really care about, for you to be able to spread the love equally. Because sometimes, or even way back, I do remember when I was young, let me just say in the terms of being a teenager, I used to love, rather when you get into a relationship, you're giving someone your whole, but you forget even yourself, you forget that you even exist. Then when you're heartbroken, you're left there crying like a baby. And then the day you get to realize, well, I gave so much that I even got to forget myself. But personally here, it's not all about love today. We are throwing it back, and as I keep on saying, I love starting my day with a motivational quote. And we have there's an amazing app, Pinterest. Just go check on Pinterest. There's some amazing quotes, be it in laws of attraction, manifesting, affirmation, just any quote that you'd want that will feel you or make you feel motivated according to the mood that you have. That is what I keep on saying. But personally, I'm a motivator. I am a motivator of my own and even to other people. I love encouraging people, because I don't know how many of you do get to view other people's status, or rather you just on Instagram, or maybe just passing on the social media, and then you just bump into someone's quote. Then you just ask yourself, what were they thinking when they were posting this, or what could they be going through? How many of you do get to slide onto someone's DM, or maybe into someone's PC on WhatsApp, and ask them, are you okay? Just, are you okay? Because your status, I do believe whatever you post, or rather whatever you're trying to post, it will portray a lot about what you're really going through at the moment. Nonetheless, the quote of today is, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. Yeah, that is the quote of today. I repeat, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong. I mean, we are humans. I do keep on saying we are humans. We make mistakes. Man is to error. No one say that you have to be 100% perfect to, feel like you belong, or rather to fit in a certain group of people. No, no one said that. Life is full of errors. Man is also to error. So live a life. Live a creative life, we must lose the fear of being wrong. Do not be scared because of your or that you're scared you're gonna do something wrong. Maybe you're gonna hurt someone. So long as it's not intentional, I do believe you should fade away, rather get rid of the fear. And that is the quote of today. And I do hope it's really motivating someone out there, and it will make a positive impact onto your life, or maybe onto someone else's life. Nonetheless, karibuni sana once again. This is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby, and I hope you are doing great so far. Vibrating these positive vibes onto you all the way from the 254 to wherever you are listening to us from. Do remember to interact with us. As I said, we are live and interactive on our social media handles, on Facebook, on Twitter, and also on Instagram as well. On Facebook at the Black Fire Network radio station, on Twitter the Black Fire Network, on Instagram slide in the DM and call us in, because I do keep on saying make it, or rather normalize it, calling us. So just get to interact with us, as it tell us where you're streaming in from, where you're listening to us from, and we get to engage in different conversations. That is how we're gonna make the network grow. Hello, Keith.
Good morning, Joby.
Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, my voice is missing. I'm scared. I'm fearful because
Whoa.
Jesus might take me. Jesus might take me to hell. Oh my God, Jesus! Jesus!
Why are you scared?
You said you're not supposed to live in fear. That's true, but Africans live in fear of the fake Jesus. So their whole life is based in fear. They're based on the fake hell. So I'm afraid. I'm afraid I might go to hell.
That is one of the biggest mistakes that most of us are, because we've been made to grow in fear. According to the history we've been told, according to the the system of education, according to the cultures.
Yes, the lies, the system of lies.
You live in fear. By the time you even realize yourself, you've lost so much because you're so much in fear. You don't want to attempt so many things, and you're just losing it at the end of the day.
And your quote is right. You got to do time. Best thing to do is make mistakes. You learn. To grab experience means you made mistakes. Life is about learning and making mistakes. That's how you acquire wisdom.
Yes.
Wisdom is how you acquire it, by making mistakes. You didn't make any mistakes in life, you never acquired any wisdom. So you can't pass on anything to anyone because you never made any mistakes, supposedly. Life is a learning process.
Yeah, that is true. And that relates me to because I do know that actually in our family, they say that I'm the most, the most extrovert person. That is true. I'm an extrovert person, not the introvert kind of person. But among my siblings, the others are super quiet. But, when you dig deeper, they have some secrets. They hide beneath.
I bet you stood out as a child, Joey. You've been the extrovert, and everybody's all quiet.
No, I haven't been the quiet kind of person. I love, interacting with people. I love showing my true characters. I won't just, beat around the bush trying to act like another person. No, I'll be real. If I make a mistake, tell me I've made a mistake. But, at least I've made the mistake. You've seen that I've made the mistake. Yeah,
that's how you learn. That's how you learn.
I hope you are doing great this wonderful morning.
I'm actually doing real good, family. So shout out to everybody who's on the network last night. It was a really good show. I'm glad everybody got something out of it. The network is much better than YouTube. What did you say, Joby?
I joined. I tried to engage in the conversation, but I was super lost. I always been telling Spikes that right now. I tried to engage in the conversation. I was just like,
you was in the chat room last night, Joby?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? We didn't see. I didn't see your name in there.
I didn't type anything, but I was just listening. Yeah, I was just listening I was trying to relate to the topic and what are you guys were talking about, but I was just super lost.
I was talking about what's going on the planet as far as these people murdering us off the planet. Good morning, Michelle. How you doing, sister? Hopefully you got in there last night, sister, and followed and were able to make it to the show as well.
Anyway,
I was talking about what's going on the planet, and unless you're a moron, you should know what's going on now. There's no way you don't know what's going on the planet. It's in your face now. That you a moron who's dying off.
There are those who don't know. There are those who totally don't know anything, and that I have affirmed that, and I have seen that. There are those who believe that there is COVID-19. There are those who believe they should take the jab. There are those who believe,
What? Then
there's
they
so many beliefs.
then they're gonna die. That's just then they're gonna die. That's just the fact. They're going to die. Period. So take it. Whatever you do, you're gonna die, and then you can't be around them, Joby. You cannot
Yeah.
be around them. You got to stand. It's shady. So we were proving that last night on the show when I was trying to let people know. They know what's in it. They know what they've done. It's the wickedest shit on the. That's why you got a few people that control the globe, and that's a fact. That's why it's everywhere on the damn planet. And shout out to the doctors now coming out saying, forget it. We're just gonna just tell the truth. We lose our jobs, so what? They know what's going on. It's graphic oxide in this shit. It's like the doctor said last night. This only has one reason: to kill people. And like I said, like when Joby was with, I still remember Joby in that Lyft or Uber had that mask on. The mask do not protect you, as everybody understood now, but they bet you going back to the mask. If there was a real pandemic, you'd be dead. The mask is a rule, but most people don't know that. They get caught up in the media, they own fear. So they're going to introduce. Oh, go ahead, Joby.
Well, I was just talking about, talking of the mask. You remember there was a time I was telling you that right now you bump into people who are wearing even 2 or 3 masks. But when you think about me personally, even wearing 1 mask, it's super suffocating. Actually, I've been feeling the suffocation, whereby at some time or other at some point you can't even breathe. It's super suffocating. But others are wearing
exactly. That's on purpose. It makes you sicker. Yes. It's on purpose because you breathe in oxygen, Joby. Then you breathe out your carbon dioxide. You're breathing back in toxins that you breathe out. That's why you have lungs. It cleans the air once you breathe in. You clean your lung, cleans the air, and you breathe out carbon dioxide. You're not supposed to breathe that shit back in. That's why a mask is dangerous. But since that's in Africa. Most Africans ain't no science no more. Mm-hmm. The most brilliant scientists are now morons. Africans were the most brilliant scientists on the planet, and now they are idiotic, superstitious morons. Mm-hmm. You can't keep breathing your own carbon dioxide. It will kill you.
Yeah. Today I wanted to talk about Chinese, the China people. It seems that right now China's are not only in Kenya, maybe in Uganda or Tanzania, but they're also
they're
all
everywhere.
over.
They're everywhere. They're not saying Africa's all these different tribes and countries. Fuck all that. Africa's rich. We're gonna go in and we're gonna start stealing and taking like the European did. African's a dummy. He doesn't know he's on the richest continent we do. We're going to go and try to dominate his dumb ass. That's what that's about. Chinese are coming to dominate, take over.
Well,
that's why they can't get them out. Go ahead, Joby.
The last thing right now is that one country, or rather one African country, which is Zambia, is under the Chinese influence.
Zambia, everybody knows that. Zambia is gone. The Zambians want their ass out. The government has betrayed them, and the government was always talking about that Jesus shit. The Chinese don't believe in your Jesus, and now they're taking over your country. Where's your Jesus at to help you? The Zambians want their ass out, but it's too late. Your country's corrupt. Then you go to Zambia, shit's in Chinese. You're not even in Africa no more. That's why when the wake up comes, Zambia is going to be wiped out as a country. It's going to be dissolved back into Africa. These morons have destroyed the whole country. Mm-hmm. They've let these no good fucking Asian bastards in and come in and destroy African culture. You go to Zambia, everything's in Chinese. That's a fact.
Well, I was just seeing a certain video yesterday whereby they're even coming up with a different type of, they're creating some water bottles, rather, coming up with some water. I don't know, it's some mineral water, which is affecting people in Zambia and killing some of them because it's not, clean, it's not purified, and,
The Chinese don't care about that. The Africans are morons. That's what the Chinese call African people, morons. Said they're dumb, they're stupid, they should be rude. This is what Chinese people say. The Africans about, well, the Chinese are our friends. The fuck are you talking about, dummy? You don't know history. Chinese people have never been your friends. Never. Never.
The worst thing is that Africans do not know about it, and most Africans, we are under the influence of the white person, or rather these white people, the Chinas, the Europeans, and so many people, because we have so much beliefs. Even in Zambia, despite the effect, the effect that they are facing right now, there's nothing that they can do about it, because we've seen them Zungu, or rather the white person, as a superior person who is coming to save us. Not to destroy us, We think they're coming to save us, but
How they
are
coming to say exactly? How they come? The African mind is so messed up, and I hate to be angry because when I go to Africa, it pisses me off. I hate when I talk to Africans on the street, it makes me mad because they're fucking stupid. They don't even know Africa. People coming to save me. Hey, dummy. People not coming to Africa to save you. They can't stand you, stupid. They're coming to Africa because it's rich and you are an idiot, so they're gonna dominate you, stupid. They're not there to be your friend. That's why when you see when they come in, they're not friendly to you. They're there to dominate your. They know you're superstitious. The Chinese laugh. Let me tell you the truth. Chinese people laugh at Africans. You're the only people that worship shit that don't even look like you. You're the only people on the planet that worship shit that doesn't even look like you. Nobody does that. Nobody. And that's why Go ahead, Joby.
That's why we've seen so many people, because of the influence that the whites have, impacted in our minds. You see that in terms of young girls, even men, they're engaging into different activities, trying to act like a white person. For young girls, they want to tone their skin to become light-skinned because they don't want the melanin. Shit. And I was just saying that, the fact of, when it comes to...
We talked about skin bleaching so much. With me and Cam, and up in skin bleaching... That's because you don't know who you are. You don't know your melanin. Your blackness is your divinity. White people have lied to you. Your melanin is your divinity. Let's prove something. Let's do the old video. I don't even know if Joby's even seen this video. Understand when they gotta use skin suntan lotion. Go to YouTube, Joby, and punch this in for me. There's a video when white people, because they're unnatural to the planet. I gotta teach y'all this later. That they're created. They're not supposed to be here. That's why they're dying off now. But anyway, go to a video showing. Go to YouTube and say video showing white people suntanning that makes them look black. So I can't do the name of the video. But when they put on suntan lotion, it gives them black skin under the sun. It makes them look like you because you're the natural one on the planet, not them. And your African mind used to know this. This shit is crazy. You skin bleaching, your divinity is black because the real God is black. Is a black woman. Real God is a black woman, not a white man who got here 2 days ago. What's the name of that video, Gino Mosquito? Good morning, Sylvia. What's the name of that video? I forgot the name of the video. To say that the video that shows white people suntanning and it shows the skin under ultraviolet light.
You
black.
Yeah.
See if you can share it, Joby. If you found it. The Africans don't know this no more. They used to know this. This is common science. And you bleaching your fucking skin. They trying to look like you because they're unnatural. There you go. That's it right there, Joby. That's it. You forgot some black people so fucked up in the head they put suntan lotion on. Like, what are you doing, dummy?
What?
How about that, Joby? How about you learn something again today? How about that, Joby?
Somehow in the city, somewhere in the city.
Now, like what Joe was saying, the African doesn't even know this no more. He used to know this, but he doesn't. The moron now.
Mm-hmm.
That their skin is unnatural. White skin is unnatural.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Joby.
Wait, and you know, this is one of the beauty, or rather, a beauty appliance that is being used by most of the makeup artists actually in Africa. However, you have to start with the sunscreen and do some foundation and stuff. Personally, I can't say I use the
You don't put that shit on your skin, Joby. You don't touch that shit.
God.
That, that's what you got. White. The black mind is so fucked up from white people. You don't know which way's up no more. Your melanin, your blackness is your divinity. You got no clue about that. That's how the real God talks to you, Joby. Through your skin, through your melanin, through sunlight, vitamin D, which is the number one vitamin on the planet. Through your vitamin D. If you even knew this, the African is, you don't even have to eat shit, Joby. You don't even know this. Your skin, through sunlight, will feed you. These African science from thousands of years ago, which is a fact, but you don't know it no more. You hate being black. White man told you, I hate being black. Let me skin bleach. I want to be lighter and have my skin more fucked up. You are a moron.
It is scary because most Africans use sunscreen in a form of today because today we find that so many ladies who have not who don't have makeup or rather anything on, they're gonna use the sunscreen because they think it's somehow
Wow. Joby, your melanin is your sunscreen. That's why you're dark. That's why you're black and beautiful, sweetheart. Your melanin is the kiss from the Creator. That's why your genetics are superior, Joby, to any other woman on the planet. Because you're melanated. That's the kiss from God. The real God. The real creator of the universe. There's not no fucking white man.
Mm-hmm.
Did Jesus have to put on suntan lotion too, Joby? Did Jesus got to put on suntan? How can he be God? He got to put on suntan lotion too, this kooky. Let me give you a question to think logically, Joby. White people got to wear suntan lotion because their skin's all fucked up. It's white, right? So why would this Jesus, okay, that you believe is white, this fake white God, why would he create a universe where he could not function in normally without wearing suntan lotion? If he's God now, I'm teaching you to critically think. You know he can't be God. You know it's a lie. Why would a white man who's supposed to create the universe create a universe where he can't function in normally? He has to put on suntan lotion and shit too. This white guy. That means it's a lie. That's why it's a lie. He didn't create no universe. It's a lie when they told you the shit.
Actually, the video is super scary, and I wish to share it with some of the friends that I know use some of these beauty products and stuff. I do hope that they'll be able to understand because when you apply it,
you know what's in those products, Joby? Now I'm about to really make you scared. Baby fetuses, ground up baby fetuses, pig parts. And if you don't believe me, you can look it up. We can go look it up and make you see that. If you putting that shit on your face, you're putting baby fetuses all on your face and shit. Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
It's crazy, but my point of view is that the Africans really need to change their mentality when it comes to believing
it's a
in
mental
the
problem. As Dr. Mommy said, there's a mental problem. And when the white man got your mind, when the white man took over your mind, you never got it back. You became completely crazy.
We're so much under the influence of the white right in such a way we can't even reason beyond our own, abilities, whereby we can't even reason about our own cultures and our history.
That's it. That's true, Joby.
And when you think, I don't think even the Europeans have a history, because I was looking up onto that
No,
just the
a
other day.
lot of history. Yeah, you learning that? Yeah, a lot of history, Joey, was stolen. They pretend to be you now. Now they got power. They taking your history and put their face on it. I don't think you even know that, but you somehow figured that out. Yes, they taking your history and put their face on it and say, yes, that's us. And everybody knows it wasn't them. Just like I told you, the fake white Jesus couldn't have been in no Africa 2,000 years ago, because all that part of Africa was still black. There weren't no white people in that part of Africa at all. So they've taken your history and put their face on it. That's what these psychopaths do.
And because Africans are so, because we are being blinded, that is what we are believing. That in such a way we don't even want to know about what is our own. But I wanted to share a video of the Zambia, and get to understand how they are really under the influence, because this is one of the things that really shocked me yesterday. And
they know, Joby, they can't stand the Chinese. The people that they can't get them out. The government betrayed these idiots who were in power, betrayed them. Now they're corrupt. Now they got the country. These idiots. I told you, the African mind is a moron. Till he learns to come back to himself, it's dangerously scary that these puppets, that you call leaders, you don't know leaders in Africa, and most of them are stupid, moronic. Go ahead.
I was just thinking the other day to myself, whereby we have the Chinese, we have the whites, because in the likes of Mombasa, we have so many white people, and most of them are sugar daddies and sugar mummies to young people. And I was just thinking to myself, despite those ones, there are those who are doing, or rather under the political influence, and those who are dealing with our leaders today. We'll slowly, as an African continent, we're slowly going back to the slavery moments. And if Africa does not wake up and realize what is happening right now, at the instant moment right now, and everything now is being controlled, we're going to go back and fall into whatever really we've really, surpassed. And again, the white person is going to, overcome, take the power over our nations and over us. And even the African
Actually, they still got the power over all those nations. You just don't see it. You're getting close to seeing it, Joby. Kenya's not a free country. The whites control Kenya, Joby.
We're not
whites
free.
Control Nigeria. Whites control Nigeria. Whites control all of Africa. There is no free African country. Only one that was getting free was Tanzania. They killed his ass, and now they got the puppet lady in there going back. So there are no free African. There's no such thing as a free African country at all.
Yeah, we are not free totally. That is one thing I did get to say the other day. Whereby you see so many people, when we look into the history, we did get to learn that the freedom fighters who are fighting for our freedom, as much as they fought, we were colonized still by the whites, but we don't have freedom, because when you check
they don't celebrate the freedom fighters. They get these puppet leaders. You guys don't celebrate. Kenya had to fight, Joby. Kenya fought to stay alive, because they were going to. Look, the ideal white people were supposed. These are facts. It's not my opinion. I want you to learn this. The white people, just like Tasmania, they said we're going to wipe out these people from. It wasn't called Kenya, that part of Africa. They we're going to wipe these niggas out, because Kenya is temperate. It's got good climate where white people can live without being too hot and suffer. So we're going to wipe these Africans out. We're going to wipe their ass out. That was the plan. But in Kenya, they rose up and began to fight white people. They began to fight their ass. And so since the white people don't have the numbers to really fight us physically, they'll devise a scheme where they control the country by not really being in the country. So they put their puppets, Jomo Kenyatta in there, who was a puppet of the British. They put him up there. His family wasn't rich. Now his family's rich. The British, he's a puppet. They put their puppets all throughout Africa. All these leaders you see, when they got independence, they were puppets of French, Spain, England. They were all put there to keep the money coming to Europe, to manage. All you see is they are managers of European interests in Africa. And if they don't go, and if they don't toe the line, the European is coming to kill them. Shout out to Dr. Mumby. There's more spies in Nairobi than you got diplomats, and that's a fact. You think these crackers are diplomats, they're spies. You niggas get out of control, we're going to murder you and your whole fucking family. That's what's going on.
I'm loving what General Mosquito is saying. He's saying that when white people get close to you, you have self-hatred. It allows them to absorb the energy that radiates your skin, because melanin powers the organic in the body. And that is super true. Actually, when you speak of the energy, let's say the vibrations, with the vibrations, if a white person comes into Africa, and this is true, I can say that from my own experience of growing, because personally, before all this, I never knew that the Europeans, were this bad. I didn't get to know about the African history, the African culture. But right now, when I relate everything and get to remember how I was growing up, or the Wazungu used to come to our schools, or even in church, or maybe you just bump into them anywhere, they're going to absorb or rather consume the vibration, your vibration and your energy, because you are admiring them. You are admiring them. You're like, I wish I was like this. I wish I had a hair like this. I wish I looked like this.
You wish you had animal hair. you wish you had lice and bugs in your hair like white people. I wish I had lice and bugs in my hair. I wish my hair was like animals.
We just have to speak the fact. That is what is really happening. Even right now, if I check the younger kids,
that's true.
Or maybe when I'm walking just somewhere and I see how the young kids are behaving with them Zungo, even when we watch on the news or rather anywhere, anything that just pops up, but that a white person just came to give a donation somewhere, they are looking up onto that white guy like, oh my God, it's like a gold or something, But at the end of the day, I came to realize that it's the vibration they're consuming our energy, because we're giving them so much energy. That is what taking from us,
Yes.
They're making us disrespect ourselves and hate ourselves,
Yeah, so who you think taught you to hate yourself? That just didn't happen. They taught you to hate yourself. They taught African people globally when they got control to hate yourself, because they have. Dr. Mumby learned it. They hate themselves because that video you showed. They know they're unnatural. They hate you, Joby, for being a natural human being. They wish they were melanated. They can't be out in the sun like you. They get cancer and shit and die. You got black people don't even know this, don't know no science and history no more, out there skin bleaching so they'll have cancer and die. This stupidity. They hate you because you're black, and they wish to be you because you're black. You got no clue of this. They're upset because they're not black.
That is
why they got to put suntan lotions and shit on. Why they're not natural. Why their lips are not as beautiful as the black woman's lips. Everything about them is animalistic. Black woman is the first thing of beauty, not the white woman.
When you transform everything, or rather when you rotate everything, it's just the other way, the vice versa of it. Because as much as we are admiring them, when you dig deeper in the reality, it's them admiring us and admiring our history, our culture.
Why do you think all your artifacts are in Europe? Why they steal all your artifacts? They won't give them back. They won't give them back. They're in France, they're in Germany, they're in Britain, they're in Denmark, they're in Spain. Why won't they give you back your shit? Why? They stole. They will not give. You're supposed to be dumb, dirty Africans, but they won't give you back your artifacts, huh? Because they got no artifacts of their own. That's why.
Africans just need to wake up. I'll share the video, Keith. Then let's get to see what these people have to say about this story.
They manage. Listen.
Work for him forever. That is why I'm here. Yeah.
Zambia today because of I'll say the connections that they have with very influential, very powerful people.
You see what I'm talking about? You see, this is an African person that's saying that the Chinese are very influential. They are very powerful. We are the ones who are giving the whites power. That is what I was talking about.
They will not, Joby. That's why it's dangerous when you don't know history. The Africans are morons. China was never powerful. China was impoverished 30 years ago, fucked up. It was white people came in, the people that ruled the planet, and built China into a power. Wasn't the Chinese. It was the globalists Same Rothschilds and Rockefeller family that own the WHO and these other UN who built China into a power. China's not a fucking power. It's a fake, a built country by white people. Fraudulent. So they can come back in on the back end and coming through Africa because you say, oh, well, they're not white. The white people created China. Huh? How about that? White people. And now the white people finally realize they know what I've been saying forever. How the fuck did China get rich? China was born in Kenya 30 years ago. That's a fact. These Chinese never created shit. You gotta know history. You need to know it. And they got this dumbass out there. The Chinese are very smart and very good. Oh, you moron. You fucking moron.
Well, I think that in developing countries, there is corruption, just like in developed countries. In the USA, it's called lobbying, and here it's called corrupted you to change the law. You know?
Yeah, I've seen this one already. It's saying, oh yeah, because you could have built all this yourself. Why do you need the Chinese to come in and build this? You could have built it yourself. It's your resources. Why would you need Chinese people to come in and build your own shit? And that's been a problem with Africa since they got colonized. Told you that you don't know yourself. Then you got generations of Africans that don't know which way is up. You've been educated as morons. You've been educated to hate yourself, to wait on fake people to come help you. We're stupid. We need white people and Asians and Jesus. Okay. Why don't these Asians don't believe in your Jesus? So why are they prospering in Africa? They don't believe it. You can't bring that Jesus shit to an Asian. He'll laugh in your fucking face. Hey man, hey, you want to believe in Jesus like us? They say, get the fuck away from me, dumb African. We're not worshiping no cracker who ain't never lived. Fuck is you talking about? Well, we worship the Jesus. Won't you come? You're stealing all our resources. Won't you worship the religion too? Now we're not worshiping that shit. Fuck out of here. Ain't it funny? The Chinese not coming and assimilating and worshiping your religion, which is your fake Jesus or your fake Islam. Chinese said, fuck all that. We're not worshiping none of that shit. Fuck out of here. We're going to come in and dominate you dumb niggas and get rich and then subjugate you in Africa. Go, Joby.
So many Africans, actually, you find that so many Africans, because of the influence that we are, under, you find so many of the African people saying, I wish our leaders, or rather, I wish Africa could develop faster, like China, because China produces a lot of things. We have in the matters of funds, a lot of things.
They develop because they don't know history. They develop because the people that rule the world hate your ass, hate African people. They don't really hate Chinese, Asian people. They say, well, let's finally develop these no good rice eating bastards. You can go, if you want to know Asia, Joby, just go to YouTube and go back, say, China 40 years ago. Show me China when your parents were still a kid. You can go back to YouTube and see it. They was impoverished. They was poor in Kenya. These are facts. China just didn't become rich. The Rothschilds and Rockefeller said, we're going to use these Chinese to take over the world. These no good rice eating bastards. What we'll do is we'll start developing China into a power. We can use them as they call a stalking horse to go and impose our will around the planet. And so they start taking your manufacturing out of America and building it in China. China didn't have no fucking manufacturing. That all came from America. All of it. All that manufacturing came from here. It wasn't just all of a sudden became a manufacturing hub in China. The bank, the international bankers who are the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers who run the globe, said we're gonna change China into a power. So we're gonna start undeveloping America, taking our factories here and building them in China. That's what happened. But I wish we could be like the Chinese. Hey, stupid. The Chinese ain't like the Chinese, you think, dummy.
Is this the video? I found this one.
Any video. You can put any video up there from 40 years ago. How important. Yeah, go ahead. Impoverished. That's China. Impoverished. Impoverished. And you there they go. In poverty. Right there. Just 40 years ago. And you think the Chinese got manufacturing and became rich. You are a motherfucking moron. China was impoverished. It was the white rulers that run this planet who made China into a power today. What these rice-eating, slanty-eyed motherfuckers?
Let me just play it and
Just died in 1976. And
And
his
Mao
ideological
Zedong, there you go, Mao. It was the Rothschilds that made Mao into a leader. They brought his ass out the right way, said, Mao, we're going to give you money. We're going to teach you how to fight the Japanese, but you will do our bidding, motherfucker. You work for us.
Country's social and cultural institutions devastated, and the economy in tatters. 88% of people were living in absolute poverty. China's economy was just 5% of
Poverty. Poverty.
And its GDP per capita was the equivalent of Zambia's. Fast forward 40 years.
Exactly. Their GDP was small as hell. How'd they get rich? Who made them rich?
Years.
The international bankers that run the world.
China is unrecognizable. It's the world's second biggest economy, with GDP per
Now
capita.
pause that for a second, Joby. Pause that for me. So let me teach you something. The idea was to use Africa to develop everybody besides the African. All that resource you see in China came out of Africa. Everything that built Europe came out of Africa. Everything that built South America came out of Africa.
because of the resources.
Africa was thought a resource colony. We're going to use Africa to develop the world and keep the African impoverished. That was the goal, and then murder his ass off. We're going to kill all these Africans off the planet.
That is because of
Was
the
the
resources,
intent.
the resources that they never had. That is why, you find that so
Yeah,
many of
they don't
them
got any resources in China. So how do you think China got built up? They went to Africa and built Asia up. Asia got built out of African resources, just the way Europe did, just the way America did, and just the way South America did. Go to Africa, run these goofy niggas, and then take the resources and develop the world and keep their dumbass impoverished. You got to know that. That's a fact, and everybody knows that fact. That's on the books. That's written. They'll use Africa to develop the world and keep the black impoverished. He's a moron, he's superstitious, and he's an idiot. So easily controlled.
Million people have been lifted out of poverty, and its share of the global economy has gone from 1.8% in 1978 to 18.2% in 2017. So how did one of the world's poorest countries become a global superpower in just 4 decades?
That's what I said, just in 40 years. Isn't that incredible? They went from poverty, they went from poor in Kenya, and now rich, giving out loans and taking over. Isn't that amazing? And you can't think, where'd the money come from, stupid? China didn't have no money to create no manufacturing. It was impoverished. Where did the money come from, stupid? I've always taught you guys, follow the money and you'll know what shit is going on. The Rothschilds and Rockefeller say, hey, you know what? Now we can start building China into a power.
It's just like there's a day I was telling a friend of mine, when I was trying to reason with her about the African resources and, and relates with how the economy of the Europeans, or rather in America, how it runs. Gold came from Africa, but when you go to America, or rather in the US, you find that gold it is super expensive. While they it's from Africa. So you ask yourself so many questions. Or when you go to Dubai or maybe in Qatar, you find that these things are very expensive.
Where do you think the gold came from? Came out of Africa. Africa has gold.
They don't have any value, trust me, because I was just telling you the other day, yesterday, where my grandma comes from, there's a lot of gold. But when you go to, give it an exchange for you to get money, they don't even value it, they see it like nothing. But if a white person comes and, gives them a lot of money because he knows the importance of it, while we Africans will still ask.
There you go, Joby. You didn't figure it out. I give you fake paper money and I get you real gold. How about that? And gold is what gold runs the planet. Gold, silver, platinum, and diamonds. Those are real. That's real currency. Paper money is not. I can say whatever it is. So you're right. How's all the gold in Africa and all the gold in Africa? How's Africa not the richest countries? It's because the African is a moron. That's why, and they're going to be that. till he starts waking up.
General Mosquito, thank you for joining us. He's saying that you'll catch us later. I want to appreciate you for taking your time. I do believe you might be on the plantation, as you say it, you know. And let us just play this video that Keith is telling us
It's
about.
brought with it radical changes for the Chinese Communist Party and the nation. When Deng Xiaoping became a key player in China's leadership in 1978, he embarked on a reform initiative aimed at opening up the economically and politically isolated People's Republic of China. He helped establish formal diplomatic ties with the United States and began
Of course, ties with the United States that were controlled by the international bankers, and the international bankers said, what we're going to do, we're going to take the manufacturing from America, it was the economic giant of the planet, and we're going to start putting it into China. It wasn't that the Chinese became a manufacturing giant. Oh, China didn't have no fucking money to become no manufacturing giant. It was impoverished. Where'd the money come from? Came from America and the globalists that control America. They built China into a power on purpose.
You know, I was trying to understand when Trump was in power, why did he hate China so much?
He hated China because he knows the history, how they took America. That the globalists took America, the people that run the world, destroyed America by taking the manufacturing and moving it to China. And so now everybody knows it now. The secret's out the bag. I say that for years. Now everybody knows. Everybody's mad. Everybody's upset. Because they know now they use the Chinese to push this fucking virus around the globe, because China is nothing but a shell company of the globalists, of these fucking Rothschilds and Rockefellers. That's why the damn virus came from there. Because they control China. They built it from nothing. As you see, China didn't have no fucking money. Them motherfuckers were eating dirt 40 years ago. They couldn't even feed their people. They were eating fucking dirt. That's a fact. You think China, Africa say, yeah, well, the Chinese are here to help us. And they learn. We learn. You fucking dummy. Go learn history, stupid. Shut the fuck up until you read and learn history. Shut the fuck up. You are idiotic.
In 1978, only 200,000 Chinese citizens had travelled overseas. In 2017 alone, Chinese citizens made 130 million overseas trips, and 139 million foreigners journeyed to China. But most importantly, Deng Xiaoping radically shifted China's economy. Its 4-decade-long economic boom was built on embracing capitalism and encouraging private business, in stark contrast to the poorly managed state-run enterprises led by Mao. As multinational companies flocked to China, it quickly became the world's manufacturing hub, and growth became and still remains the Chinese Communist Party's number one priority. Deng Xiaoping changed the face of China forever. His successors have maintained his push for growth and his mantra of socialism, but with Chinese characteristics. And now President Xi Jinping is embarking on his own raft of ambitious plans. His One Belt, One Road initiative hopes to create a global...
See, the problem with China, pause this again, Joe, let me say something real quick. Problem with China, it's phony. It's going to collapse. African people don't worry about it. China's going to collapse. It's phony. It's not a real economy.
Hello. Well, hello, Keith. Well, I think we lost
Now you better know the Indians' economy has always been motherfucking real. Indians' economy has always been real. And so it's always been a destabilized India. Fuck China. India. India was always, after the African fell, India became the richest country on the planet. India again, by itself, is becoming the richest country on the planet. It will surpass China, and it's real. It wasn't created by the whites over here. India is real. India is creating wealth itself, and that's a threat. That's why they got the pandemic going crazy up in there. All these Indians killing off these Indian people. India economy is real. It's created by them. It's established by them, and it's fucking real. Like when I showed Spikes how the British stole $43 trillion out of India, because England was impoverished. All these European countries were poor before they got power. So when they got India and Africa, they became rich, and then and the other countries became poor. How about that? They're worried about fuck China. China is phony. That's why you can't name me no Chinese brand. I'm not talking about no one phone called fucking
Well,
Huawei. Name me a Chinese brand, Joby. Name me one brand in China. Name me a brand.
I don't know any. Let me not lie. I
That's
don't know
right,
any.
because their economy's phony. It's given to them by the puppets. They create American knockoffs. They don't have no brand recognition because their economy is not real. It's built by the Rothschilds and Rockefellers. That's why it's not real.
Well, it seems. I think China is generally like how we see it. It's just influencing so many countries, not only also in Africa. Even some other European countries are being influenced, by China, by the reproduction. So many
Actually
things
not.
they are doing.
Actually not. Behind the scenes, so Chinese is a creation
Mm-hmm.
of what you call the international bankers. It's banking families. I told you created the WHO. Who created these institutions? These called the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds.
Mm-hmm.
All your major banks in Kenya, they own all of it. All of it. Not the Chinese. These banking families that you don't know. When I put up the the company called Vanguard Group, they own everything on the planet. And you don't know who's in it because they make it private. And it's the Rockefellers and Rothschilds and these families that own everything on the planet. Everything.
Well,
That's
it's
a
high
fact.
time. Generally, I just want to, as we close up because we are coming to the end. I just want to. I wish Africans could just wake up. Let us, stop.
Gotta wake up. Gotta wake up. That's what
we
that's
are
what
under.
this thing.
We
That's
are
what
under.
this thing going on is to keep you from waking up. It's to make sure you take the dirt nap, Joby. This thing on the planet that your girlfriend, you say you're talking to your girlfriend, she said, I'm gonna go get the jab, I'm gonna this. That's what it's to do. To make sure you don't wake up and you take the dirt nap.
Well,
The dirt nap is something that we call death.
for
So-
most, I can say for most of my closest friends, I don't think there's anyone who has taken the jab. Despite maybe for one person that I know whom I fear for, and he's also claiming that he's going to take the second one. But it's just high time that we wake up, get to realize what is happening. Let us be aware because I do
You better get away from their ass.
the social media. These people on the social medias and they are giving us
Yes.
all the
Yes,
information.
they own it. And shout out at the moment. That's why I'm creating our own social media channel. We gotta have it. The WhatsApp app group is cool, but WhatsApp is owned and controlled by the same cabal. Facebook was created by the same international bankers. They own YouTube. They own Google. They own Facebook. They own Twitter. They own TikTok. They own it all. And you think TikTok's a Chinese company? Hey, stupid, I told you who built China. And then you go back and look at the Vanguard Group who own it all. Who owns the Vanguard Group?
The craziest thing about it all is that despite them owning all these platforms, they are giving us all the information even before it happens, because I do believe the pandemic was already predicted way before. We've seen it in some movies, we've seen it in some things.
But they told you. But that's your African science. It's called the laws of the universe, which is real, that never change. They got to tell you what they're going to do. So it's called cause and effect. So the effect doesn't come back harder on them. It's called when you learn the real laws of the universe, which the African gave to them, taught them this, and give them the fake Jesus and your fake 10 Commandments, that childish shit. Thou shalt not steal. Oh, thank you, God, for telling me that dumb shit. The laws of the universe are what's real. Cause and effect. When you put out evil cause, it's going to come back on you unless you tell the person that you're going to do it. Now, they ain't got to believe you. Say, oh, man, you crazy. You joking. That's your fault. Now, I told you I was going to murder your ass off the planet. Now, you didn't believe it. I put it in my movies. They own Hollywood. They own all the movie theaters. They own it all. So I put it in my movies. You thought it was a movie. Thought it was a joke. I put it in all my books and papers. I'm going to murder at least 7 billion people off the planet. I put it there. You didn't want to believe it. Say, oh, how can I believe it? Who would do that? Well, that's your fault. I told you I was going to do it. Now, you don't believe it? That's on you. Not in Africa, like you said, they said your cousin. Why would they do something like that? Okay, moron, I told you I was going to do it. Now, you don't believe it? Well, take the dirt nap. I told you.
Generally, my closing mark is just for people to wake up and realize everything that is going on, and change your mentality, change your your goals that for the future. Because
but Joby, you're rare. You're rare, Joby. It's hard. Like Spikes is right. It's hard to be raised in lies, Joby, and then coming to the truth, because the truth is scary. You've been raising all these lies. It's scary. You think Spikes always laughs. When I learned Jesus wasn't real, I cried in college. God damn it, I cried. It scared the shit out. It scared the shit out of me.
For me, it's just how you set your mentality. That is how I think you just handle it. Because if you fix your mentality, you're not ready. You're not ready to learn new things, or maybe understand what is really going on. You're gonna be lost. If you fix yourself,
but it's hard, Joby. You're rare. It's hard. It's hard to unlearn lies, Joby. You're very rare. You're saying you're very rare. It's hard to unlearn lies. It's hard to unlearn lies. It's hard. It's a very hard thing to do, Joey. To unlearn all the lies you've been told is hard. Well, Africans been told nothing but lies. Go ahead, Joey.
As for me, I'm ready to learn more and more and more, so long as I don't fall into these people's trap. I don't want to follow the crowd, because the crowd is too big. Yeah, I don't want to follow
the crowd is called the sheeple. You're right. The term that the elite call the crowd is called the sheeple. They're stupid. Sheep are stupid. They say you can take a sheep, if you know it's about farming. You take one sheep and it'll lead all the other sheep to get killed, leading sheep to slaughter. So you have one sheep that leads all the other sheep to where they get killed and cut up and eaten. So the elite call us the sheeple. They say you're stupid and you're supposed to be led like sheep to the slaughter.
Well, Keith, we are closing up, and we have another show. We have Spice as a show after this. Maybe I'm not sure. Yeah, and I want to appreciate everyone who has been tuned in.
Joey's right. Don't be a sheepo. If you see the majority going one way, that's the wrong way. Turn around instinctively and go the other way, because those are the sheepo. If you see the crowd going away, that's fucked up. Go the other way, because they are the sheepo.
Yeah, thank you so much for everyone who has taken their time to join us on the stream live on the broadcast today. I want to appreciate you. We're not taking your time for granted. Do remember, we have also other amazing shows lined up for you. After this, we have the Rhythm Scoop show. We have the 254 to Jadili show. You can also engage and get to interact with us concerning different matters that are affecting us as an African country. But at the end of the day, let us wake up and be able to connect, each other. Let us educate each other.
Let me sing Dr. Mummy song. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa. That's what she said. Wake up, Africa.
Wake up. Even if you are aware of an information and maybe a fellow sister of yours and a brother does not know, ensure that they know. So long as you've given out the information, it's up to them for the next step, or rather the next decision that they are going to make after that.
African people, Jesus is not your salvation. The Chinese are not your salvation. You are your salvation, and you better start to know it. You are your salvation.
Save yourself first. Nonetheless, I want to appreciate you. Keith, thank you for your sentiments as well, and thank you for giving us this platform as well. And we hope to see you on the next shows as well. For now, I want to say Kwaheri with this amazing jam by the one and only Josephine. This is bad by Josephine.
Josephine. Money more standard, money more advanced, money more class. Our money more right, our money more